Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People, coming to you, as I promised, live and direct from Bank of America Stadium, the gallery section, a seat that I could never afford on any given Sunday, but able to broadcast here today. Just finished up my one-on-one interview with Jordan Matthews, a great interview that I'll be posting online pretty soon, so hopefully you all will check that out. But today we're going to go ahead and get you up to date with the latest news regarding this Carolina Panthers team, latest injury reports, as well as talk about the press conference from both offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. But first, you guys have been enjoying it, so I'm going to give you some more practice highlights. Just do me one little favor. If you enjoy the practice highlights, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And yes, we still have our GoFundMe going halfway there. So if you guys want to check that out, link is in the description. Help us get to our goal so we can continue to have some great equipment to do our live broadcast. But let's go ahead and check out some practice. All right, so obviously this is going to be some practice from today. Thank you, Gators 1000. Say love your stuff, buddy. Appreciate you very much. DJ Wanham continue to work his way back into being able to play on a Sunday. And then your starting quarterback, Bryce Young, connecting with David Moore, who's actually like a veteran on this team, right? We got so many young guys out here playing for us, but not as many highlights as yesterday, but nevertheless, we do have some highlights that we want to share with you. So let's go ahead and get into some of the conversations that were had today by both our defensive coordinator and our offensive coordinator, talking about this matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Not only your Super Bowl champion, but your back-to-back reigning Super Bowl champions will be here. And if you're going to be here this Sunday, I drank plenty of water. I'm still hoarse and raspy. But if you're going to be here this Sunday, you're going to be in for a treat. I can't say anything more than that. But if you're coming Sunday, tell me what you notice when you get here. There'll be a little treat for you. Nothing spectacular, huge over the top, but a little treat like, oh, that's pretty cool. I see what you did there. Just know, think of me when you come to the stadium and you see that. All right, let's go ahead and play Evero on the challenges. Uh-oh, I don't have it loaded. Let me get it loaded. I was about to cue it up, and I didn't have it loaded, so let me cue this up. By the way, give me a thumbs up for liking this 4K broadcast live from the stadium today. It should look pretty darn clear, and I'll just give myself a pat on the back. I'm also going to put up a behind-the-scenes video that shows all this setup that I have right here at the stadium. That's pretty cool, and what goes into it, and why I often ask for your support being an independent media. If you guys wonder, like, why does Chris keep telling us this? Because Chris is alone, and I know a lot of you all like this content, but I have to remind some of the people that are able and new that contribute if you can, help us out, continue to grow. Let me get this clip going for you guys on Evero as he talks about the challenges, the task of playing one Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he is obviously a great player, one of the best players in our league, and he's in terms of throwing the ball, keeping plays alive, playing off schedule. He could do everything. He's intelligent. He sees the field, and there's really no weakness to his game. And so, yeah, it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us, and we all understand that. And so we know there's certain things that we got to do to try to help mitigate some of his greatness. But yeah, this guy's a great player, and he's complete. There's really no weakness to him, and he can play on schedule. If the first read is there, that guy's getting the ball. He's accurate. He can stretch the field with every part of his arm. Yeah, so he can play the quarterback position just by being traditional, and then he has that extra layer of extended plays.
So we got our work cut out for us, and making me think as Evero's talking, I'm like, I gave a prediction yesterday of 24 Chiefs, 17 Panthers. Should I modify my prediction? No, I'm not going to. I'm sticking to it. You know why? Because, again, the Panthers, the Chiefs, they haven't blown out anybody recently. They've been squeaking by. And we got some pretty good corners. And Mike Jackson, J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn's having a spectacular year. He's not missed a game. So I believe, even as great as Mahomes is, that we have an opportunity. Now, our guys are going to have to play some solid football. We can't come out there and wait until the second half to get our act together. But our defense is certainly going to be needing to create a turnover for us to have an opportunity this Sunday versus the surgical Chiefs. As he said, Mahomes, he's such a good, complete quarterback. He doesn't have to be moving around, being creative. He can just sit there and, run the plays as it is, sit in the pocket as is, and do a good job of going downfield with his team. Let's go ahead and go on the other side of the ball. Brad, I can't say this. Is it Isaac? But Brad, our offensive coordinator, talked about these young guys that we have, and he also talked about the line. So I'm going to first start with my guy, Robert Hunt. I think I need to have Robert Hunt on the show too. I might round out the interviews with Robert Hunt. And you guys asked for Eddie Pinheiro to come on, so I have put in that request. So again, this is an interactive show. I talk about the independent media. That's a plus and bonus that you get is I say, hey, what do you all want? What do you all want? Tell me what you want. I'll get it done. So Eddie Pinheiro was requested, so we'll hopefully have him not this week coming up. I should say next week coming up, because next week will be Thanksgiving, but the week after is when we'll aim to have that interview. And then I'll let you all decide who you want that third and final interview to be. I thought about Robert Hunt because he's a cool guy. And anyway, let's go ahead. Robert Hunt.
And Rob Hunt, like you see it on the toss crack. If you go back and watch the New York Giants film when Truba almost got in, Rob Hunt is pancaking guys and celebrating during the play and picking his guy up. He does that time and time again. You go back to the Raiders game on the screenplay, that he gets a lot of recognition because he's out. Oh, there he is, out of the box, out in the middle of the field, making big plays for us in the screen game, the run game. Like, that stuff invigorates the whole team. You can bet the defense is watching when they see that stuff on the sideline. The guys that are rotating in on offense, like, they see it and they say, okay, there's the standard, like playing physical, but then also playing with that juice and that energy.
Yeah, so that's Brad on Robert Hunt, and yeah, he is, and it's amazing when you are next to some of these guys and just see how big they are, and then realize what you see them doing on Sunday is something that very, very few people can do. It's incredible. It really is. Got a few comments here that we'll touch on. G. Martin says, I think the Chiefs will find a way to win. The Panthers D will make some mistakes that will cost them. So, G. Martin, are you feeling like it's going to be a close game, or are you feeling like it's going to be a runaway game by the Chiefs? What's going on, T. Green? Got to give a lot of love to our members when they sign on. T. Green, appreciate you very much for doing so. And, again, if you at least like the 4K, give me a little like. Help other Panther fans find out about the channel just by hitting that like button. You don't have to do anything else but do that, and that would make my day. Now, we also have on our offensive side a big personality, a good guy, developing guy, the tight end Jatavian Sanders, who's been progressing, who's benefited from a lot of time due to our tight end room having some injuries that they've had to deal with. Brad touched on Sanders' development so far this season.
Yeah, he's confident. He's doing natural football adjustments, like when you're running a man-type concept last week in the red zone, and then, boom, they pop out to zone, and he sits in the soft spot as Bryce is scrambling around, and Bryce finds him. So we talk about extending the play, playing beyond the 2.7, right, the time clock of the original play, and continuing to work for the quarterback and find space. He's starting to do those things because he understands his scheme fit. He's trying to get to his spot if it was the coverage that we're expecting, and then, boom, let me do the right football thing and react to some sorts of, like, scramble drills and just making myself available to the quarterback.
So there's Brad on the fact that JT has been developing well, but it's some things that he's actually shown skill-wise that he's possessed when coming out of Texas, and feels like what you're just seeing is him continue to get familiar with the game, so he's able to play a little bit faster. I certainly hope all these rookies continue to grow. Sanders, Leggett, Coker. And Bryce, let's not forget about Bryce. Even though he's not a rookie, he's in his second year, but this can almost feel like his first year because it's like now we're just now seeing the Bryce from Alabama that we all were hoping to see. So I'm going to jump into the injury report. I got one more comment that just came through. It says, G. Martin says, I think the Panthers will scare the Chiefs but fall short, similar to the Bengals game. Yeah, I don't feel like you know, yeah, we've been playing some bad teams, Giants, Saints, and now we're about to play a really good team. But it's a team that has shown that they're human, if you will. It's not like, oh, the Chiefs are coming in, they're just going to roll all over you. Heck of a quarterback, great team, heck of a coach, but I feel like it's going to be a ball game. We'll see. Got what? Not yet 48 hours, but we're getting close to game time, and I do think we're going to see a lot of red in the stands. I do think that, and hopefully we'll be able to keep them simmered down and quiet. But let's go ahead and talk about this latest injury report. You guys were helpful and let me know that I made a mistake yesterday. I had a little typo on one of the guys, so I fixed that typo. I appreciate it. And now we're going to go ahead and show you the injury report. What's up, Swag Girl? Appreciate you tuning in to us here at Charlotte Vibe, and thank you for all those likes that are coming in. How do you guys like well, you don't see the full scene. And I would honestly go to show you the full scene, but I don't want to get in trouble for doing so because I don't want somebody to see something that they shouldn't see. Let's go ahead and talk about this injury report, which unfortunately has gotten a little bit bigger than it was yesterday. All right, let's take a look. Running back Miles Sanders did not practice. Again, he is going to be out this Sunday. Guard Damian Lewis, he is making some progress. He was limited in practice yesterday. Today, did not practice yesterday, and today he was limited in practice. So there is some progress there. A'Shawn Robinson, who you don't see on the screen, he was on this list yesterday, not on it today. Jadeveon Clowney making some progress, being limited in practice. Amari Barno took a step backwards. He's dealing with that knee injury. He was limited yesterday, did not practice today. That could be one of those things where it's just first time getting out there a lot and just want to be precautious and not have him out there today. These guys, Ikem Ekwonu, that's a typo I had yesterday. Tackle Ikem Ekwonu, J.C. Horn, both of those guys were limited in practice today. And then we'll skip on down to Adam Thielen, Xavier Woods. They were both limited in practice the same. Now, DJ Johnson, who you see here now, who's been dealing with a concussion, he was a full participant yesterday, limited participant today. Now, today we did not get a chance to talk with the coach to try to get some more detailed information on these injuries changes or the status changes as to why. But there you have it. He's now limited in practice. We also have two new additions. That would be DJ Wonnum with a quadricep, and our kicker, our most accurate kicker that's active in the league right now, Eddie Pinheiro, with his left knee. He was limited in practice today. Now, I feel like Eddie being listed is just Dave Canales being a very cautious guy in terms of making sure he lists all the injuries out there, giving guys time, making sure guys get to heal. I feel like we have no concerns at all about Eddie Pinheiro being able to kick this Sunday, as well as the other guys that were on here. So that will be your Carolina Panthers daily report for today, November 21st, Thursday. Tomorrow will be your final injury report. I was looking to see if I could show you guys a little bit more where I'm at, but I'm not going to risk it today. But that'll be your injury report and transactions for today. Tomorrow will be your final injury report for the week. Typically not much news otherwise, but hey, look for the behind the scenes set up today for the one-on-one interview that I did with Jordan Matthews. And otherwise, see you soon. Appreciate y'all much. Hit the like button, continue to support, and say hello if you see me out and about. Chris Jenkins reporting live from Bank of America Stadium for Charlotte Vibe.